A corruption case hits close to home. I'm Ed Kelley, editor of the Oklahoman. With me from Washington is Chris Casteel, chief of the Oklahoman's Washington Bureau and a frequent contributor here on News OK TV. Chris, you've been reporting this week about the one-time former top aide to Representative Ernest Istook pleading guilty in federal court in Washington for securing road projects for lobbyists in exchange for personal favors. Besides this man, John Albaugh, who else do you think the feds might be targeting in the investigation?
Well, that John Albaugh, who, as he said, was Congressman Istook's top aide, not only in his personal congressional office, but also on the Powerful Appropriations Committee, pleaded guilty on Monday to a conspiracy charge. And, of course, conspiracy inherently means other people are involved. And the co-conspirator is identified in the Justice Department information only as lobbyist C. But they give you enough information about lobbyist C to make it clear they're talking about a guy named Kevin Ring, who was a lobbyist under Jack Abramoff. Before that, he worked on Capitol Hill, both for a California lawmaker, but he also was the executive director of a group of House Republicans called the Conservative Action Team for a while, and Congressman Istook was one of the leaders of that Conservative Action Team. Now, Ring's name has been part of the Abramoff investigation for years, but he's yet to be indicted. No criminal information has been filed against him. But as I said, the Justice Department named him in this document Monday as a co-conspirator. So you never know what the Justice Department is doing in an investigation like this, but it certainly appears that they're going after Kevin Ring. Okay.
You mentioned Ernest Istook. The question a lot of people here in Oklahoma, Chris, are asking, as you can imagine, is will Istook get caught up in this, or is it really too soon to know?
Well, Congressman Istook said on Monday that he had spoken to the FBI and that they told him that he's not a target. He reaffirmed that to me again today. I asked him if he had been either subpoenaed in this investigation to testify before a grand jury about somebody else, or if he had already appeared before a grand jury. Declined to say anything more, just said that he was continuing to cooperate with the FBI, but that they had told him he's not a target. Now, he's not named as a co-conspirator in the information that was filed against John Albaugh, but clearly they implicate Congressman Istook to the extent that he was involved in talking to Kevin Ring about projects, road projects that the congressman's subcommittee covered, and that he even called Jack Abramoff, the disgraced lobbyist who's now in federal prison, asking him, first thanking him for the use of luxury suites at where the Redskins play, but also asking him what road projects his firm wanted in his bill. So, again, I mean, I just have no insight into what the Justice Department is looking at, but just going by what Congressman Istook said, former Congressman Istook, they're not going after him at this point.
I see. All of this, of course, relates to the Fed's investigation into illegal dealing by Jack Abramoff, the former lobbyist. And at one time, as you remember, he described the House Appropriations Committee, of which Ernest Istook was a prominent member, as an earmark favor factory. Could there have been any truth to that?
Well, you know, that's become an oft-quoted phrase. When one of the people who quotes it a lot is Oklahoma Senator Tom Coburn, who, as everybody knows, is one of the big opponents of earmarks in Congress. It's also used a lot by Coburn's counterpart in the House, Representative Jeff Flake of Arizona, who's always trying to strip earmarks from bills. Now, what's clear, and beyond looking at a case like this Albaugh case where clearly had a relationship with a lobbyist where John Albaugh is getting free meals, tickets to events. In the meantime, he's helping this lobbyist get road projects, is that there was an explosion of earmarks in the late 90s and early 2000 through 2006, really, when the Democrats took over, under Republican rule, I should say. At the same time, a dramatic increase in lobbyists. And and nothing's new about lobbyists trying to get earmarks for their clients. But what was new was just the incredible increase in the amount of earmarks that corresponded with this increase in lobbyists, many of whom had worked on Capitol Hill, like Kevin Ring and others who worked for Abramoff and had contacts with people like John Albaugh because they knew him. So I don't think that's stretching it to call it a favor factory during that period of time when we've seen so many stories about lawmakers and staff members involved in helping lobbyists get projects.
Okay, Chris, thanks for the insight. Stay here on News OK for more coverage of this continuing story.